Hi everyone, welcome to my first weekly video angel card reading. My name's Trudy and I blog, gram, Facebook, the whole shebang as One Grounded Angel, and every day I post an angel card of the day on social media. And what I'm going to do from now on is do a video recording where I do the whole week in one go. I'll still continue to post each day so you can get some more detail and have it broken down for you that way on social media if you prefer. But the reason I wanted to do this is because I think it's helpful to see the whole week and get an overview for what sort of things are going to come up. It kind of showcases patterns and themes that we're going to face. So don't feel like you have to write them all down because, yeah, they will come up each day as well, and I can go into more detail there too. For those of you who are not familiar with angel cards, they are not predicting your future. They're not tarot. They're just kind of tapping into what sort of things are coming up from you, from your angels, your guardian angels. We all have guardian angels. They can't tell us what to do. They just give us guidance. So you still have the power to make your own decisions. These are just things that you can be mindful of. And from the feedback that I've got from you guys already, that's helpful for you in making your decisions and moving forward with your life, which is awesome. So I'm just going to do the weekdays, and I'll do the weekends separately, just on a day-by-day basis, on social media. So I'm starting with the daily guidance from the Angels deck for Monday. So that's the 8th of February. So this is the 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th and 12th of February. So let's see what comes up for the Monday. I've already blessed the cards, and now I'm just going to tune in and see what do we all need to know on Monday. So this is interesting. Family. I love this card. So this could point to some of you facing some conflicts or some disharmony. That's normal. That's how families kind of roll. But what it's asking us to do is to see the light that's within each of those family members and to try and be at peace with the sort of things that are playing out. It's normal to have fights, as I mentioned, but this is just sort of asking you to kind of have a calm sort of disposition in how you face that and let things play out. Try not to get overly involved in other people's situations. There's deep emotions, they're saying, at play, and old stuff. So these are old patterns that are playing out for you guys, and what the word they're emphasizing is peace. Try and be at peace with the situation. Not easy, I know, but if you can kind of step back, remove yourself and just sit at peace, and let things play out as they will, that will be really helpful to you. So, and just remember that everybody's got their own perspective and has their own reasons for the way they're acting. Doesn't make it all right if they're hurting people, but I think sometimes you just got to remember everybody's sort of going through what they're going through and just let them do that. So try not to change people is what I'm saying, because that always ends badly. So the next deck I'm going with is called the Saints and Angels. I probably should have placed these a bit closer. So these are all Doreen Virtue's cards. Saints and Angels, these are quite traditional. Actually the first cards I ever owned. So let's see, this is Tuesday the 9th of February. Wow. Healing, okay. So they're saying this refers back to Monday's card. It's emotional healing, although some of you, it looks like there are some physical things at play, but it's really, the main crux of it is about emotional healings in terms of your relationships. So again, peace, really just asking you to try and find a place of stillness. If you need to remove yourself from the situation, that will help you a lot, but ultimately it's about trying to find solutions by not letting your mind get involved and tell you what it thinks you should do. So try and be calm is the main. It's meditation, that emphasizing that. If you don't meditate, if you've been thinking about meditating, now's a really good time for you to start that. Yoga is also really good. Anything you can do to be at peace. Looks like some really heavy energies coming through in terms of relationships with other people, so it would really help you a lot to try and find your way to healing. I'll go into more detail about what sort of healing is involved here when I draw that on the day on Tuesday. So Wednesday, I'm using the Goddess cards here. Goddess guidance. These are really cool. They use like Celtic, Hindu, all sorts of other religions, goddesses and deities. So I really like them. I think they're really fun. This has come up recently, actually, for those of you who follow my daily cards. Be strong. So you know, we're all really strong inside, and we often forget that because we look at circumstances and we think they determine our value. So I know that you're going through struggles. We all are. That's the nature of life. But what they're saying is that you do have an inner strength, and just because of what you're going through doesn't mean that you don't have the strength or the power to move through that. This too shall pass. So, but really, you need to back yourself. That's what they're saying most of all. It's your mindset that's going to help. So that's coming through very strongly. If you see yourself as weak, that's really going to hold you back. And if you you know, this came out, I think it was last week or the week before, there was a recurring theme of not being a victim. So it's really important that you see yourself as strong and understand how much power you've got to move through a situation. It's really easy to say, oh, this always happens to me, and oh, this is just my lot in life. They're saying that this is important for me right now too, and it is. P.S. It's really important that you understand how much power you've got to change your situation, and it starts with your mindset and the way you see the situation. You've got the power to move through this, and your circumstances do not determine your value as a person or your future. This is just a moment. So really try and think powerful thoughts today and understand. Look for whatever you're doing is not working. So look for alternative solutions that put the power back in your hands. So that was Wednesday. Let's go to Thursday. This is a massive deck. This is 88 cards, so I don't shuffle these very well. The Archangel Power Tarot cards. These are tarot, but they are loving tarot, I would say. Tarot puts people off because it's got a reputation for being quite dark. This is not the case with these. They're really positive. And one came up really quickly. So, oh, the Lovers. This is great because Thursday, you know, that will be the 11th. So we're cruising towards Valentine's Day. I love this. This is so great. So it's not necessarily romantic love, although that is being emphasized here. It's really talking about love as a universal force and a power. So it's asking you to make choices from your heart, really. So, and it talks about the power of love to overcome all your struggles. So that is really mostly about love for yourself. So, which emphasizes Wednesday, understanding how strong you are. Once you love yourself, you can back yourself enough to make good decisions for yourself and to move forward from wherever you think you're stuck, because you're not actually stuck at all, even though it feels that way. Make choices from your heart. So for the romantic angle that does come through here, Archangel Raphael's emphasised here. He's in charge of healing, and don't forget we already had a card about healing, but he's also associated with the heart chakra and love. So healing's coming up again because of that association, and it's really just emphasising how a focus on love can help you move through situations, and especially in terms of your relationship. So it's asking you to look above the whatever nitty-gritty that's bogging you down, whatever kind of hurdles or struggles that you guys are facing in your relationship, to really kind of overlook that and understand the power of love to surpass that. Because once you focus on the love and the connection that's there, you can kind of work through what's going on. So that's great timing. It's always great timing with the angels. That's because that's how the law of attraction works. That's the universe. So we're looking at Friday now. So that's 12th. Really should have written these down, or have got a calendar. Okay, I love this, self-acceptance. So here again we've got self-love. It's really talking about focusing on who you are right now and not who you think you should be or who society tells you should be. Body image comes up for some of you. Really, this is something that women face all the time because we've got such an onslaught of images about who we should be, but the angels are asking you to really overlook that. It's really about understanding your inherent worth, your value, and accepting yourself for just who you are, which is absolutely perfect. You do not need to change. You may need to change your circumstances. You don't need to change yourself, and you may need to change your mindset as well. And this is part of that. Just understanding how loved you are. Everybody here has value, and just because you don't match what someone else is having in their life experience or the choices that they're making. Really try and step away from that comparison and just understand how valued and how loved you are. So I like to go over the themes here. Love is a really strong theme, which is appropriate given Valentine's Day coming up. And love is a healing force. So once you learn to love yourself and really value yourself, you're really lifting yourself up, and that's such an important life lesson for us, and that's going to help you overcome so much of the stuff that's really weighing you down at the moment. And that's something that goes on and will come up all the time because, as I say, it's an important life lesson. And that's so love and healing have come up. We've also got strength and understanding your strength and your ability to transform, and we've also got some family stuff coming up. So looks like a good week. Some important emotional lessons coming up, but we've got the power to overcome them and to work through them. So I'm going to put these up every day, and so if you're not already following me, my Instagram is @OneGroundedAngel. My Facebook page is also called One Grounded Angel. I also post these on my blog down the right hand column. It's onegroundedangel.com. If you've got any feedback, any thoughts, any questions, hit me up. You know how to find me. I will give more detail every day, so if you have any questions, maybe it's worth just checking in. I also want to explain about time zones. Some people, I know I've got a lot of followers in other countries. I live in Australia, so I work towards Australian Eastern Standard Time, but it doesn't really matter. If you're seeing a card for the day before that, for the time zone that you're in, that doesn't matter. It doesn't mean it doesn't apply to you yet. You see it when you need to see it. That's how universal timing works. I know a lot of people sort of take a screenshot and refer to it the next day. That's great too. The angels know about time zones, and they'll give you the messages when you need to see them. So don't get too hung up on, oh, it's not that day yet, I don't need to worry about that, and oh, I should go back and see what yesterday was. Just go with your intuition on this, and you know what's helpful for you. So thanks so much for watching. I'm going to try and make this a regular series. I know it's been a little bit rough in parts, but this is my first video, so we'll see how we go from here on. But thanks for bearing with me, and have an awesome week. Cheers, guys.